Hey, good afternoon, Z3. It's Mr. Milne here, and I wanted to show you some functional writing that I did about something that I've been doing at home. Mine is how to walk a tortoise. Now, while I did this with a poster, I was thinking that my final piece of writing would maybe be a pamphlet, kind of like a little bit of a trifold with all the steps or the things that people needed to do, and then I would decorate the front to make it appealing. Someone, had a selection of things to pick from. They might like, hey, I'd like to read about how to walk a tortoise. So, draft, final piece. You'll notice right away I went with the materials. It says you need a sunny day, 70 degrees or more. Tortoises are desert creatures. They very much need a sunny day to want to be active and to get outside and move around. If it's a cold day, they tend to want to get inside their shell, dig down, and kind of hibernate and protect themselves. So you're going to need a sunny day. You need a special tortoise leash that I will show you momentarily. You need a grassy area. Try to find one with clover or dandelions. Dandelion greens are one of my tortoise's absolute favorite things to eat. So if you're gonna take a tortoise for a walk, you might as well let him get something to eat too. You also need a tortoise, not a turtle. Turtles have flippers. They're aquatic creatures. They swim. Tortoise has a little stumpy elephant-like feet, so they can walk around the desert. So do make sure you have a tortoise, as turtles can't walk at all. Steps. Carefully take your tortoise out of the cage or tank. They will get scared and maybe grunt. Don't worry, hold on to them firmly. Tortoises are prey creatures. When you reach in to grab them, they're gonna get scared and be defensive. They'll probably pull in, they'll make that little grunty sound. Sometimes they wave their feet. Don't worry, they don't quite know what's going on, right? My tortoise, I've had him for 10 years. He doesn't recognize me. He doesn't come when I call him. It's just a natural defense mechanism. But you do want to make sure you're holding on to them firmly so that they don't kind of either, not scratch, but hit you. And if you get scared and drop them, they could very much get hurt. And that would be the last thing that we want. You want to loop the leash's harness over the front two legs and then over the back two legs. I did a little illustration here for a diagram. Functional writing, whether it's an instruction manual, whether it's a recipe, those really do need instructions. If you are teaching someone how to do things step by step and things that they've never done before, they're really going to need illustrations. I can't imagine if I was trying to fix my car without some sort of diagrams of what engine parts or even my butt, all those things, braiding hair. If you let people see it, it really will raise the level of your writing. And then gently set your tortoise on the ground, give them some time to adjust and to relax, and then get ready to let them walk. So that's my writing. Let's go see the tortoise tank and see how well I can follow my own direction. So if you will follow me over here. Boom, 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 boom. That's my bookcase. Oh, and there is my tortoise tank. So the first thing I am going to do is find that special tortoise leash I told you about. Not that you couldn't kind of make your own, but these are like $7 on Amazon. They work really well. They're a little bit bright and jingly because I know it's hard to think about when you take your tortoise to a park. They can kind of escape from you. They're not fast, but since you think that they're not fast, you will not pay attention, and they're really good at like camouflaging and getting away from you. So do make sure you have your tortoise on something. These are the loops, and here we go. I will also say that this is the second time I filmed this video because the first one didn't go so well, so my tortoise is going to be even less happy about being pulled up out of its tank and strapped into a leash for the second time. But I want to make sure the video makes sense. So here we go. Here's my buddy Tyrone. Hello, how are you? So you'll see right away, is not liking this. So that's why we're gonna hold on to him firmly. They're not trying to hurt you. They're just, they don't get what's going on. So there's that loop over the front two legs. There's this little bit right here we're gonna push down, and then there's that back loop. I'm gonna put that over his back two legs. Come on, buddy, I know. And again, like when holding any animals, we want to be especially gentle. Make sure they all feel safe and comfortable. Now that he's in there, I'm going to pull this little thing down and get it nice and tight. Not tight, but firm, so it don't want him to get loose. Because again, as a prey creature, he doesn't think we're going for a walk. He thinks, hey, I need to escape. So being I'm inside my apartment, I don't have a grassy area, but I'm going to put him down. And then, as you can see, well, you can't, hold on. See if I can get it. Right. There he is. There we are, walking around. Good job, Tyrone. Where are you going? And that is how you take a tortoise for a walk. Functional riding. Thanks so much. See you next time.